Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Ron Simplified Myers, your uplifting life partner. Today, I wanted to actually just come and talk to you about the simple way to build your business. Um, I was just thinking about that. Yeah, I'm on my walk right now, so I decided to stop and do this video. But it just made me think about how we have made, for a lot of people, have made this business so complicated. I remember at a meeting a long time ago, probably about 20 years ago, the gentleman talked about how you could build an organization that anyone can do. Because remember, folks, you got to put this to where people believe they can actually do it, or they'll never move forward. So one of the things that I learned a long time ago is think about this: if you did everything possible, and I mean that's even standing inside your comfort zone, because I ain't trying to take people out of their comfort zone, because I know for most people, if you take them out of their comfort zone, they'll never get around to doing it. So my goal in life is to make it for the masses to succeed, not those that are willing, those that really, without your leadership, they're gonna figure it out anyway. And that's who most people end up going after. They get burned out by those that don't move, and then they call them names. And the reality is, most people, as I heard a long time ago, if most people were already Olympic athletes, they wouldn't need you. And unfortunately, that's where most people spend their time, is with the people that are already at the starting line. They just waiting for the gun to go off, and then they're going to take off with it without you. But I have a deep desire to help everyone. I mean, and folks, I'm not unrealistic and think everyone is going to do it, because that is unrealistic. Everyone is not going to do anything. So, but to help a larger masses of people is my goal. So anyway, bottom line is, you got to understand, when you tell people to do a ton of activity when they're starting from zero, which most people that come on the internet, that's where they are. They're employees. They have an employee mentality. And now you want to tell them to contact 100 people today, they're just not going to do it. I mean, the key is, and not only that, they don't know how to do it. For most, that's why they're not going to do it, because they don't know how, or they have a fear or a story. Because you guys know, for me, the word fear, I don't buy into. It's just they wrote bad stories, which is why they're not going to take the step forward. Whether they thought people were going to bite them, jump through the phone, whatever the case may be, but they got these stories that they wrote, and they need to rewrite those stories. But anyway, bottom line is, what is it that a person can do? What if you, and he was talking offline. Okay, so we're not talking about even having an internet business. We're talking offline, because again, this is something I learned a long, long time ago. If you spent this entire month, let's say November, and you spent the entire month and your objective was to get at least one person in business with you, just one, whatever it took to get just one person in your business, could you do it? Now, we know the first thing you need to do is build relationships. But if you build relationships, do you think you can find somebody that want to hang out with you and maybe move in the same direction? The reality is, we all know that's possible. So here's the key: is you and that one person going into to the second month. If both of you guys just focused on getting one person, then, hey, what's up, man? Then the following month, between the two of you guys, if you both go get one, that means you're adding two more people to your organization, which means now you went from 1 people to 4 people at the end of the second month. Now, I know for most, they go, man, that's going to take forever to build my business. For most of you, you've been doing it for years, and you ain't got nobody on your team. So if you go from 1 to 4 in 2 months, that's pretty doggone awesome. But think about it. You're going to start to build up some momentum. In the third month, you got 4 people to help you out, and all you guys go out and get one. So in the third month, at the end of the third month, you guys are going to double in size again. So from 4, you're going to have 8 people in your organization at the end of 90 days. That's cool. I mean, for most of us, we go, 8 people, man, Ron, I thought you were going to tell me something exciting. Stay with me. In the 4th month, at the end, your 8 go out and get 1 each. You're going to double in size again. You're going to go to 16 people. Still, that's 4 months, Ron. 16 people after 4 months. Well, you've probably, again, been doing the business longer than 4 months, and you're probably still by yourself. So 16 in 4 months is pretty good. But here's the key. At the end of the 5th month, it's going to double again to 32. It's going to double again to 64. So at the end of 6 months, you got 64. But here's where it starts to get exciting. At the end of 7, you got double that, 128 people in your organization at the end of the 7th month. Then you're going to go to, 128, 256, 500,000 people. Folks, at the end of like 10 months, you had 500,000 people in your organization. Could you imagine what would happen to your life if you had 500,000 people in your organization? And that's by you just focusing on getting one and teaching your people the same concept. And at the end of a year, all of you guys can have a couple thousand people in your organization. That's just in your organization. And just think if your people are doing the same thing, man, where your organization could be in a year or two. So to me, I just wanted to share that can do. And the way you do that is every day. Focus on it, especially with the internet, it makes it a lot simpler. Every day, focus on making a friend. You don't have to talk to 1 million people, although if that's what you want to do, have fun and make it happen. But focus on every day, one person that you can make a friend. And by a friend, I'm saying quit trying to sell people. And, because I did that video yesterday. But just make friends and actually care about other people, because you know what, sometimes all a person needs today is a friend. So maybe you could just be that friend to them. But the bottom line is, as they get to know you, like you, and trust you, you'll start to bring people under your business. So here's the key: commit to a year of you getting one person and your people getting one person. But I do understand in that process, if you get that one person, what's going to happen to you as you start to do this stuff is your confidence in yourself starts to grow. And as the confidence in yourself starts to grow, you're going to probably bring in 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people a month, and you'll start, bringing in a person a day, a person every other day, 2 or 3 people a day. I mean, because really it all comes down to how you feel about you, because that's what you're going to put out to the world. So, but anyway, I'm just saying, if all you did was one a month and teaching people to do the same thing, we're talking about a major, major explosion in your organization. A lot of us, I shouldn't say we all, but a lot of us have heard this before. But the key is, I've never seen anybody actually put it into practice. So, along with you, I'm going to make that happen. Let's see what results we can get at the end of a year. And no matter what business you're in, if you could commit to that, you have to be huge. And if you're not, if you build an organization like that and you ain't making no money, guess what? You're in the wrong business opportunity. So anyway, take that tip, make it happen, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Again, as you know, it ain't right, it ain't wrong, but it is, in my opinion. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.